I'm wrangling dogs. Excuse you. Get out. Go. Go. Hey, hey. So I am doing a few, trying to get the thing right here. Second. Trying to look at the big screen. Uh, all right. All right, let me see if I can get a little closer here. Got three different ones going on, but this process is really cool. So this can be a lot of things. It's almost 30 ounces. It is a vacuum sealed food jar. So you can use it for a lot of things. Some people use it for coffee. Best thing to me is either dog treats or something like that. Super cute. Comes out phenomenal. I did one. It's in my shorts on my YouTube channel. I'm simulcasting YouTube and my Facebook public page right now. So, never done that before. So let's see how it goes. Hopefully, I am live. I'm trying to look real quick before I get situated here. This was kind of a last minute decision. So it's whatever. So all these down here are different purple inks. There's one white. I am going to just kind of freehand this. Hey, Russ. How are you? I'm just going to freehand this on the purples. Then I have a glow in the dark green behind that. And I have an orange one that I'm going to do tiger stripes on. Everything's freehand. We'll just see what happens. This seems to be weirdly how I do things best. So. This one is a little interesting. It's big. So, hold on, I'm mixing my epoxy. Because what we're going to do is epoxy is clear. I'm going to put that on first, and I'm going to drop the inks on there and let them swirl, kind of do their thing. It's kind of a quick deal. So if I forget to talk, don't mind me. I do that. I'm not used to talking through it. It's kind of funny. People ask me and I forget I'm live because I get busy with paying attention, making sure that everything's going the way I want it to. So this started out plain stainless steel. As you can see, I left the rim on the top stainless. Hey, Jags. This is not for anybody yet, so it's going to go up for sale. Cute. I think super cute dog treat thing. You can see this in my hand. It's good size. It's almost 30 ounces. So I'm overdoing it. Looks like a lot of epoxy. looks super like liquidy and all that. It's on purpose because I'm getting ready to use alcohol inks that dry super fast, but they are water thin. So this epoxy moves them. I'm going to manipulate them with heat and see what happens. I prepped this, sanded it, sprayed it with a primer, and then I sprayed it with like a lavender color because I wanted to use that as one of my colors in the purple rainbow, I guess. Like I said, this is just kind of a freehand thing. I got a bunch of these because I thought they were a good idea. I've done. I bought one a couple months ago, and here, let me do the. There is a lid to it over here. I'm not sure if you can see it, but gonna match it. I could have left it stainless steel. Chose not to because it'll look cute with inks. It's just that the top of it is very flat, so we'll see how that goes with the inks. The inks need to swirl, so we'll see how it all goes. I don't know. It's kind of the part of this that I like is just kind of doing it and see what happens. So we'll see. All right, so getting ready to turn the heat gun, just so you know. Probably gonna make some noise, but gotta do this kind of fast. I want that epoxy good and moving. The heat thins it out a little, so it keeps it moving. You'll see why in a second. It's also extremely hot in here on purpose. So, see what happens. All right. Okay, I don't like that one. They're all moving kind of in different directions, which is what they're supposed to do. So, let's see. I gotta speed it up a little bit because if this epoxy tightens up on me, it won't do the right thing. Meaning, if it cools down at all, it's not going to move correctly. And I want these to swirl nicely, but not swirl together, if that makes sense. Like, not mixed together. So we're going to hit with white and see what happens. And my white doesn't want to. I am not doing any rhyme nor reason to this specific one. Sometimes I not sometimes. Most of the time, I overthink everything, and a lot of times, that leads you to overfix things, all that, and that overfixing things is never a good thing. You can always go back and fix it later. So you don't want to do that. So I'm going to dot a couple of purples here where the white is. I need to hit it with some heat because it's starting to tighten just a bit, which means simply that it's not flowing like I want it to. And I don't want it to do that because you definitely don't want it to end up staying like it is right now. Purples tend to run nicely together if you do it right. So we'll just see how it goes. I can heat, if I move quickly, I can heat and fix if I need to without overheating, because if you overheat, it'll burn the epoxy and it will not be what you want. I am simply heating just to get the epoxy to move. You're not going to see an immediate result right now. See, now I'm already looking at it and I'm already seeing that I want to add more. There's a specific color I like in here. It's a lighter purple. Well, I was going to call it a purpley purple, but that won't make sense to anybody else. Just give me a second. This is the part where I have to really pay attention, because once they start moving, you want them to move in a way that is going to mesh together, but not mix together, if that makes sense. So, here it is. All right. It's going to do its thing. I'm just making sure that everything's where I want it, because I'm going to very shortly get to a point where I can't do anything about it. And it's just going to be the way it is, unless I go back over it once it's dry, which I hate to do because it ruins my original design. So there's that. In a second, I'm just going to hit white in a couple of places. The white mixes the colors a little bit for me. And as you can see, I'm kind of going back over just a tiny bit here and there, because they're all different color purples, and that's exactly what I want. This other one over here, the lid, is going to go faster than this one, as far as it's going to mix faster. Hold on. Sorry if that's super loud. This is kind of a really important part of this, so there's that. Like I said, this one will go up for sale. it'll look different in a couple hours. Not drastically different, but it will mesh together as it turns over the next couple hours, and blend. I just switched directions on it because I want it to do its thing both directions, so I don't get pooling swirl marks, if that makes sense. Sometimes I say things and I don't realize it sounds ridiculous to somebody that's not doing this. So at one spot right there, I need something different. So let's put purple right there. Hit it with a little bit of white. And there we go. Like I said, this would make a super cute, Christmas gift for somebody that has a dog. You could even use this for like something on your desk at work. Whether it's, snacks, candy, anything really. It can be used for almost anything. Give me a second. I have a certain way I want these to fan out. So that's going to turn for a couple hours. And then see what it looks like later on. Let's see if I can show you. So that's that for now. I'm gonna move on to this one. I'll do this one after. This one's glowing in the dark green, but you're not gonna really see too much of what's going on with that one. This one, I'm trying to put right here because I'm about to do. Okay, got the wrong one on. I'm about to do a base orange and then some black tire stripes on this one in mica powder, metallic mica powder. Jinx, you said cat treats. Yeah, this is vacuum sealed, so there's no way cat could get into it. It's that lid that you see is just one lid. There's a vacuum seal lid that goes on the inside of that. So definitely. All right, this one's going to be weird. This is going to be different. I'm going to attempt to do the base orange in a mica powder orange. Go across with black stripes. So let's see what happens. Some days this is just, hey, mom, this is just what I do. Stuff that came into my head or whatever, that I'm like, let's do that. I have two shelves up above my head that have stuff that I've done that with. I gotta get the angle here so you'll be able to see. All right, so we're gonna do first is put the orange powder in. It's literally a powder. That's going to be my base. Then use a black to do the stripes with, but the black will be thicker. Black will be thicker as far as consistency wise. All right, this is an, okay. These are also messy, and it's super hot in here. On purpose, but doesn't make it any less hot. This cup is moving around more than I want it to. Should have put something in the top of it, but it's okay. It's too late now. This is just kind of doing this video because I used to do these a lot, and I haven't done them in a while, and it basically kind of shows people that, you know, it's not as simple as, oh, why does it take a week or so? Why does it take 2 weeks? Why is it this? You know, each coat that you do takes a good 24 hours to cure before you can do something else with it. It may be dry so that you can touch it, but you certainly can't send it, you know, to someone. Takes after you're done. I mean, like say for instance, this cup. This cup will get what I'm doing now, what I'm gonna do after this. Then it'll have to sit till tomorrow for me to put a clear coat of epoxy over it. Then maybe another one, it depends. Then whatever design it's going to get, I have to go design, create, cut out the decals for it. So things take a while sometimes. I don't know how that's coming across on the camera, but it's actually pretty cool. This is going to be the crazy part. What I want to do is use the black. I'm not sure if I'm going to be a fan of this yet. I want to use the black to, you'll see. This has to even out a little bit. So I'm going to let it turn just for a second, but not too long because I need it to move, but not move too much. I know that sounds ridiculous, but I'm going to mix up my black. This black has to be really thick and stringy. Because of what I'm trying to do. So I may add a dash of acrylic just to thicken it up a little bit. I don't want a ton of plops of black because I'm trying to do something specific that was sitting in my head, and it may not work out right, but we'll see. All right, I might die with this fan on over here, on the heat fan. Woo! All right, let me get a piece of paper to put underneath that. So it makes a giant mess. Hopefully you guys can see, because I've got a monitor behind me on the wall, but I can't keep turning around. And I should have used the laptop, but I didn't. So, all right, so you see how thin that still is. I'm not really happy about that, but what I'm trying to do Let me do it on the paper first. Hold on. Yep, that's exactly what I did not want to happen. All right. So, let's see. Sorry if I'm not talking. I am concentrating because this is a fast thing. Super fast because I made it really thick. Now, what I'm not going to do is I'm not going to heat this because I want them to stay stripy. Hey, Mayo. Let's see. Will they? I don't know. We'll see. And why am I making this? I don't know. No idea. It was in my head. Tigery. And it can be, later on you could put a coat of glitter over it or something. I don't know. Let me heat the bottom just to swirl it. I don't know. Black overtakes things quickly. So you don't want to, it'll just, the whole cup would turn black. That's why I'm not heating it as it is. I'm not really super happy with the way it looks. And I'm thinking through it. So I need something pokey. This will work. That's not what I wanted to do. This will turn and do its thing. I do these things. Might look cool later. We'll see. I'm weird. The only way I can tell people, hey, this looks good, or hey, that doesn't look good, or whatever, is to do it and see. I hate when, somebody has an idea in their head and I'm not sure if it's going to look good or, when they ask my opinion and I honestly can't say, oh yeah, that'll look fabulous. To me, that's ridiculous. People work hard for their money. There's no reason to tell them something when you don't know. I can do it, and I don't know if you can see what I'm doing. Kind of just trying to break up the black a little bit. I'll always fix it later. It's kind of weird and different. Could be a Halloween something. I don't know. I think the whole point should have been I should have done a different process, I think. We'll see. Might turn out to be something cool. I don't know yet. Cross that bridge when I get to it, I guess. So I have this other cup. It's right above this one. Looks white right now. Well, it is white right now. It actually glows super green in the dark. So none of these cups are custom orders. I'm working on kind of a big thing, a big order right now with other stuff. Whoops. That I can't show yet. For somebody. So I've been super busy with that. But I had a little time. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see what it does. I'm not sure yet. It's gonna turn for a while. And we'll see. I have a torch and I can't. Oh, there it is. Couldn't find it. Okay. The torch doesn't want a torch today, so fun times. All right. Low heat. Like I said, I don't want this to blend and swirl. I just want to make sure that it keeps the bubbles out. So I don't want to. I really didn't want to heat it at all, but I kind of have to a little bit. Let's see what happens. I'm gonna leave that alone because I have a terrible habit of not leaving it alone, and it goes badly. So now keep putting stuff down, and I don't know where to put things. The next one is glow in the dark. So hold on a second. I'll move this one out of the way. All right. Let's touch the black ink. Oh, of course, everything's gonna move. All right. So this one, now I have to wipe it off because I got orange on it. And luckily, there is already glow in the dark on here. There we go. So this glows super bright green, crazy bright green. I don't think it will right now because I've had it in the dark. Hold on. Oh, I've had it in the dark, so you can't see it yet. So what I'm gonna do is it's just gonna get a really fine coat of this and a little bit of this, which is extra super glow. And then hold on. Then we leave it and sorry, I got ink all over my hand. All right, so this one we go super light with the epoxy. I usually do this by hand upside down. I probably still should. It's much easier to do. Side note, I add a couple drops of blue ink when I'm doing a white cup. Combats any kind of yellowing. I have white cups that I did 2 years ago that are still white. Just a simple little trick. So I think that was what I am going to do. I'm going to do this one by hand. I'll show you what I mean. It's easier and comes out better. But I'm going to switch up that base. Hold on. You got white. Sparkly, sparkly, sparkly. Damn it. I'm looking for something specific. Let's see. Ultra fine. Can use this. All right. So what I'm going to do is do this one. This is what I mean by hand. It's not going on the printer yet because it's easier for me to manipulate. Hopefully you can hear me. Hey, no chaser. Hold on. Easier for me to handle it. If I do it this way. So give me a second. I have a little stand. So hold on, because I gotta see if what you can see. Because I'm about to turn this off. I don't want glitter on anything else. So good you can see. All right. So this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put the epoxy on like this. Very thin coat. This coat, I'm using light glue. And it is strictly just to adhere that base glitter without making it super thick. Because, like I said, this cup glows super, super green. So I don't want anything thick over that to mask the glow. I could have just, I don't know why I didn't do that. Could have just, where is it? Could have just done this. I don't know why I didn't. Hold on. Give me 1 second. Ugh. I'm rushing because I'm so hot. But if I turn my AC on in here, this stuff all needs heat. Like epoxy loves heat. So what I did was, you can tell I'm not used to talking through any of this, which is funny because I've taught, God, so many people that now have their own businesses. Funny because I did it for free, which, you know, but it's okay because they were people I knew. I ended up, instead of going crazy with making another layer, I put the epoxy, I put the, a very ultra fine glitter in the epoxy. So now let me get a piece of parchment paper and I'll tell you why on that too. You're going to do a quick thin ombre on the bottom of this of super glow green. Hopefully, let me turn around and make sure you can see. All right. Funny that this cup looks like it is white. It's white. But once I show you how green it glows, it's crazy. This is just getting, seems like a lot, but that's the other good reason for doing the epoxy method on the glitter, where it's not on the turner, dumping a whole bunch of it on there makes it so that I can knock the excess off Do a little light ombre at the top here. Again, I have no idea what's going on in this cup. This is just kind of me being like, hey, look, this is a different process, and this is this. I'll figure it out in time. All right, so my parchment paper flattens this glitter, because if you leave it alone, it's got chunky pieces in there that stick out and will make it torture later on when you're trying to epoxy it to like a glass finish. You'll have a bunch of pieces sticking out. So basically right now, this is done for now. It's very, very, see that all looks white, which is part of the cool thing. This cup glows so bright green. So we will leave it sitting for a couple hours. And I will, once I figure out what's going on it, glow green would be cute. I might, it's a 30-ounce skinny, so I might do a Jack and Sally, Jack Skellington situation. I'm not sure yet. We'll see. So my phone is getting really hot. Those, we did that. And if you look up above me, these are all the other ones. Besides, let's see. This one's Mama's. I still have all these. It's crazy because it's weird. If I don't put decals on them, it's like people don't know what to do with themselves. All of these are for sale, with the exception of the dragon. Great. And the frogs. The frogs are supernovas. Oh, all right, guys. That is it for now. I am sweating to death in here, and I have to crank the heat up, weirdly. But don't forget that tonight's live is on the other channel. Oh, you're very welcome, Nightish. Everybody, please go. If you're not subscribed to Nightish's YouTube channel, please go do that. He needs 60 subscribers to be monetized, so please go over there and do that. I would super appreciate it. And like I said, don't forget, Uncle Tom 61 is the Porch Session channel for the week. So make sure you're there. Tonight is either 8 or 9 o'clock. I can't remember. He'll probably put it up, but it's the Uncle Tom 61 channel. Talk to you guys later on. Appreciate the support always. I can't really see the screen. But that's about it for now. Like I said, all those are for sale up there. I probably should post them. But that's about it. If you want to ask questions, orders, anything, you either go to my link tree. I have my Instagram. Everything's the same name. Have a nice rest of your afternoon.